Hey, it's 10 Toes Tuesday. I'm out in this park early in the morning. But before we get started, I want to ask you a favor. Take a minute, it's free right now, and just hit that like button for me. It doesn't cost you anything, doesn't cost me anything. And I've started doing this because I appreciate how much time it takes for a creator to put himself or herself out there on a video, take the time to upload it and edit it. It takes more time than what you think, plus the creative process. And then they're sharing something personal that they believe in for you. So what I've started doing is as soon as I get on a video that I'm watching, I hit that like button. Very rarely do I hit the thumbs down button. So, thumbs up, thumbs down. If you could do that for me, I greatly appreciate it. It it helps me in the algorithm. Let's get right into what we're talking about today. I turned 51 a couple weeks ago, and it's now after the 4th of July. Everyone has celebrated. They've done everything that they're going to do. But I realized that I have accomplished a lot in my life, but yet I've accomplished nothing. And I have to keep pushing in order to go where I want to go. Inspiration behind that is all of you, but especially my parents, my kids, things like that. Sorry, there's a squirrel over here in a tree. But that's what we're going to be talking about today. We are going to be talking about not wasting your talent, not wasting your life. If that's something that appeals to you, stick around. If not, hit that like button and keep pressing on with your day. No hard feelings at all. I had planned to do some footage about my birthday, and usually it's a great time, and it was this year as well, but it was a little bit different. I traveled to Lexington, South Carolina to visit my parents. We've had very different year. There's been a lot of death, a lot of tragedy within this past year. So I made it down to see my mother. She is going through some things. She has a rare cancer that she has been battling. And I didn't fully appreciate this trip until I was on the way back and I started thinking about this. This may be the last time I see him. So I'm trying to plan around everything that's going on in my life to go down and see them more often. I calculated how much gas was, how much time was, if I can make it down for a weekend or so and come back up, like leave on a Friday, come back up on a Saturday or Sunday. But I didn't appreciate that visit or what was going on until I turned 50. 50, uh, I don't know about you, but 50 for me has been where friends have friends and family have really started passing away. 2019, 2020, we had COVID, and it was a time where, it was uncertainty. And so we learned to appreciate ourselves because we were stuck in the house with either us and another person, or we were stuck with family. I learned to really appreciate that. I don't know if everyone has. You may or may not. That's up to you and what's going through your mind. But I learned to appreciate family a lot more with that turmoil for the past 3 years. And now in 2025, going into, we're midway through 2025, and in 2026 we're starting to go back to what they call normal. But is that actually normal? What I've found is we survived. And now we have everything going on within the world that has changed, and it's not normal. But what is normal, and what I thought that where I'd be in my life, has drastically changed from my 20s. So maybe you're in your 20s, maybe you're in your 30s, maybe you're in your 40s, and you may have already had tragedy. This is happening for me, and it's happening to a lot of other people, a lot of my friends that I know. They're going through the same thing. Parents are getting older. Uh Reality of things is is going on. You are in what they call midlife, when actually midlife is when you're 35. If you think about it, we live to an average of 70. Midlife is about 35 years old. So my parents are 77. Sorry, got all these bugs out here this morning. My parents are 77. I'm 51. They could live another 20 years. I could live another 20 years. But stop, and if you can, I don't know what's going on in your life, but stop, and if you can, appreciate everything, every day, every minute that you have with whatever loved one it is. It could be your child, it could be your mom, it could be your dad, it could be yourself, and strive to do better. I'm doing a lot of amazing things this year. I started this YouTube channel last year. I took some gun classes. I'm working on my career. I got laid off during the pandemic. And through all of that, I keep going, which brings me back to my mother with this cancer and what everything that's going on with her, whether she is in pain or not. She picks up that phone. She picks up that phone to talk to me every morning. And I appreciate that. My dad picks up that phone and he talks to me every morning. And we only have a half an hour. I go to the gym, then I call them, then I start work. My day is a 12-hour day. And again, whatever you're going through, I don't know if this is going to help you or not. Strive to do better. Tomorrow is not promised. And I'm out here at this park to kind of look at the beauty. Right to my left over here, the sun is rising. I didn't appreciate that. I didn't appreciate the beauty of this park until today, and my birthday helped me do that. So it was a different birthday. This birthday taught me that I can go and have fun. I can appreciate the things in life. So before I end, let me give you this little story of what happened with food. My mother has this. It's a rare cancer that is in her tongue, and it makes it hard for her to talk. It also makes it hard for her to eat, and she's not able to get enough nutrients. When I went down there, she went from, let's say, 140 pounds to like 110. And that's a drastic weight loss because she wasn't able to get enough nutrients. Now, I had been sending things to her, like peanut butter powder and some other nutrients. Now she's doing juicing and they're vegan, so it makes it really hard for her to get enough nutrients in, especially with them being vegan. We went to this restaurant, and the restaurant they had a couple vegetarian options, vegan options. And we look on the menu, and it was only 3 to 4 dishes that she could eat. We went to this particular restaurant because it was one that we could all eat at. And I don't know if you know about pho, but I wanted a bowl of pho. It is a Vietnamese breakfast. Consume it here as a lunch or a dinner. And it's a beef broth with rice noodles. You get lime, a couple jalapenos, some sprouts, and they'll put vegetables or meat or whatever you want in. They have different variations of this. really good. We went there specifically because they made a vegan vegetarian pho. They had since taken that pho off of the menu. So it took her options down from 5 to 4. And this is where the appreciation comes in because I didn't appreciate. I can eat whatever I want to. I can go wherever I want to eat, whether I'm a vegetarian or a meat eater or whatever you call it. I can eat. I did not appreciate that. And it seems like a very small thing, right? But it's not small by any means. Appreciate that you have a whole menu, not just for food, but you have a whole menu in life to choose from. And a lot of people don't have that. Some people have one choice that they can choose from. So it took a half an hour for us to figure out and read the ingredients on what she could have to eat. Because if we didn't read those ingredients and we didn't do this just right, her tongue would swell. She would be in more pain than what she is. And she's already doing pain management. So we took our time. I got frustrated because I can eat anything. I was thinking about me, 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 me. I can eat anything. Let's just order. She can't. We finally did find something she could eat, and it turned out there was the egg in the middle of it. She still ate it. I think if they go back to this restaurant, they will order no egg. What I'm trying to get at is in life, you have a menu and you have food choices. Some of us get to choose everything off of the menu. Some of us may have 3 or 4 items. Then some of us may have one item. And with life, you have choices. You may have that full menu. You may have one item. You may have 5 items. Make the correct choices now because it's going to affect you later on. And I say all of this with love, and I'm just telling you guys what I experienced. So by me being selfish, I wasn't able to fully appreciate what that other person was going through. And they're fighting. She's fighting. And I had to appreciate that. And it gave me a sense of clarity on what I was doing. It humbled me greatly. So appreciate everything you have, everything you're doing with life. Build those building blocks. You're not gonna get to the finish line right away. You have to learn how to walk. You have to learn how to crawl. Then you have to learn how to run. I'm just keeping it 10 toes down with you. I'm just letting you know that we all are selfish. We all fall short of whatever we think that we're doing. I know it's hard to hear. It was hard for me to absorb how selfish I was being. But like I told you, I'm gonna keep it 10 toes down with you. We ended up having a good time. And I hope with life, the same thing. You get to choose off of the menu. And even if you only have one choice, you make the best choice you can. So after the 4th, after all this celebration, you go back to the real world and party's over. It's time to get to work. I hope that you work as hard as you can to not only help start building yourself up and realizing what you may be doing is selfish, helping someone else, because eventually that person may help you. With that, hey, I know it's not the typical 10 toes Tuesday, but again, she's always kept it 10 toes down with me, and I was the selfish one in this situation. I was the bad guy in this situation, and I can't take that back. I cannot take that moment in time back. We did have a good time, but it could have been a better time if I had not been selfish and uh, been a little more compassionate about what was going on in somebody else's mind that they're fighting just to eat. So yeah, it wasn't. This wasn't the ha ha he 10 Toes Tuesday that you thought about. But I hope you get something out of it. And with that, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna sit down and enjoy this beautiful sunrise that I have. I'm gonna appreciate everything today, and I am going to work hard because tomorrow is not promised to me. And I don't know how many days or years I have left. You don't know how many days or years you have left, but make the most of it. And with that, until next time, and there will be a next time, I'm out.